What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? We're having a great freaking day here at Gentek Performance with this amazingly beautiful 1970 Hemi Cuda 440 with a Holley sniper on it, guys. It's gonna be freaking crazy. We got this thing on the dyno, wrapped up, all strapped down, ready to freaking go. Look at this beautiful freaking car. It's crazy. I love this thing. Love the red. It's just an amazing looking color on this car. And we got our Holley sniper laptop sitting in there. And we got our dyno laptop sitting right here, guys. And we're gonna do some tuning. This customer's had this car in self-learn for a while. We actually did his cornet, and now we're doing this Cuda. And we're gonna tune it. He was so happy, so happy with his cornet that he wanted to bring the Cuda over too and have the Cuda done. So this has the same setup, basically, you know, your stock 440 with a Holley Sniper EFI and in Hyperspark already done. We got our tack wire hooked up and that's working freaking amazing. Let's look at the back at this beautiful car here. Look at that. Very clean car. I think it's got like 80-some thousand miles on it. We got all the straps done. This thing is ready to make some killer freaking torque. Do me a favor, if you have a guess on what the torque's gonna be, leave a comment down there in the comment section and let me know. Maybe at the end of the video when we show the numbers, or as we're playing the video and we're showing the numbers, you guys will maybe be right, maybe be wrong. I don't know. Let's get a nice view of this thing here. Look at that. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. We got the new updated EFI setup in here. It's been a while since he put this EFI setup in this car. So we've got the updated parameters. Everything's updated on my laptop. Everything's updated in the Sniper. So it's all up to date, working the way it's supposed to be working. If you guys own a Holley Sniper, okay, or a Holley Terminator, please be sure to always check Holley to make sure you have the newest up-to-date firmware and software, not only in the Holley itself, but in your laptop that you're using to tune the Holley if you're doing your own tuning, or if you're taking it somewhere else like Gentek Performance to have it tuned. Always try to make sure you have that stuff updated. If not, you know, the tuner can also update your firmware and software in the system as well, especially if you put it in a couple years back or a year or two back or whatever. Make sure it's updated. Makes our job a little bit easier, but no big deal, no big deal. So I'm sure you guys are just roaring to hear this thing scream, this beautiful 1970 Hemi. Hope you guys are ready for the big horsepower numbers, guys. This is the best part about dynoing stuff and like all that cool stuff, man. Wait till you see this, guys. You guys are gonna be freaking amazed at what this Hemi Cuda freaking put down. Check this out, check this out. Oh my God, look at that. It's like, that's like a 5-year-old decided to scribble on my dyno sheet. I can't believe these numbers, honestly. 229, 326. I don't believe those numbers. I think what happened was my my actual pickup. Air fuel looked good, to be honest. Air fuel was decent, and I was watching air fuel. It was doing what it was supposed to be doing. I'm gonna check the Holley log here in a minute, but I am firmly believing the fact that my pickup is not picking up. So I'm gonna change it from here to the Hyperspark to see if I can get a better pickup signal. That's why the dyno graph looks like that. It's because I believe it's because the pickup for the ignition wasn't working the way it's supposed to be working, so it made all these fun numbers. So let's try that again, guys. Let's try that again. right, guys, we got a solid pull out of this thing, and the numbers did not lie, and the air fuel did not lie. We're gonna show you it right here, guys. So 225, as you guys can see, 328 torque at the wheels. Not bad for air fuel. We'll show you the air fuel, 12 6s, 12 7s, start to lean out a little bit, 13.2, 13.3, and then dip down to 12.8, 12 9s. There you go. That's not bad. As you can see, it's carrying power to only about 4,200 RPM. It's really not making a lot of power, but this is a big dinosaur engine, guys. You know what I mean? It's a boat engine. It's going to make all of its power down low, not up top like an LS or a new age Mustang 5.0. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to try to clean this up a little bit here. We're going to get that to richen up a little bit, just so we can maybe gain a little bit more torque in the beginning. But I think the horsepower numbers are pretty much going to stay where they are. We might add some timing. We are at 30 degrees right now. I'm going to find out what this thing can handle. Maybe it'll take 32, maybe it'll take 33. If it doesn't show a huge impact in air fuel and a huge impact in horsepower and torque numbers, we'll probably just keep it at 30, but one little step at a time, and we'll see if we can gain a little bit more power out of this. But I think we're gonna probably be where we're at on this, but we'll see what we can do. All right, we're gonna try to like get this positioned on this car here, that way you guys can see my beautiful face. We added a little bit more timing. There we go, we'll put it right in. We added a little bit more timing, and we richened up right at the beginning there. So we're gonna see what happens here. We're only gonna take it up to like 4,500, because there's no need to go higher than that, honestly. Here we go, guys. Go lean at the top end. There's no clutch or brakes or something. So we gained horsepower, but we ran a little lean. Let's take a look. So 240 horsepower, 351 foot-pounds of torque. And as you can see right there, about 3,700, it started going lean. But as you can also see, it starts flatlining about 4,200. It's flatlining. It's not really making power past 4 grand. So what we're going to do is we're only going to take it to about 4,000 RPM. We're not going to carry it past 4,000 because it's really not making power there, to be honest. And I know his shift light is set at about 4,000. So that comes on about 3,800, 4,000. He's never going to be drag racing this thing. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that, make some more changes. Probably richen it up on the top end, add a degree of timing, see what we get, guys. All right, let's keep that camera right here somehow, some way. So we added a degree of timing, we richened up the top end. We're only going to take it up at 4,200. degrees for coolant temperature sensor. It's 170 degrees. Air fuel did good though. little rich in the beginning, but it made 243, 348, so it didn't change. What's up? Yeah, it's better than 225, so it picked up a lot. Air feels a little wonky here, but I'm not really concerned about that, honestly. That's right when I get on it. I got on it about there. Mother freaker. Yeah, I'm just happy that on the top end here, it's 13.0s, 13.1. I'm gonna say, what the heck? I say we lower it back down to 33 degrees. Leave it at that. So there you go, guys. Didn't make much more. I think that the extra degree of timing might be hurting it a little bit. So we're gonna be safe about this and just put it right back down to 33 degrees instead of 34 degrees. But as you can see, the blue line is the last graph. Air fuel's a little richer here in the mid-range, but it did level out here on the top end, which is really what the goal was. Obviously, horsepower basically stayed the same. We gained 3 horsepower. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not worth the extra spark, the extra 1 degree of spark, just to make, you know, 1 more horsepower, 2 more horsepower, whatever the case may be. So we're gonna take that back out, just put it back down to 33 degrees and leave air fuel alone. I'm pretty happy with the way it is right now. Yeah, so it actually, yeah, it's doing good, guys. It's doing freaking good. I'm gonna look at my data log. All right, guys, I have to show you this. Let me shut the fan off here. I gotta show you a comparison of the first pull, the first clean pull that we did, to what we did now with very, very little tuning with the Holly out of the self-learning. We don't want the Holly in the self-learn. That's just good for the beginning stages of your backyard mechanic type to try to tune his car, which is great. But then you bring it to a professional like myself and you gain a whole bunch of freaking horsepower. But as you guys can see, that's the difference between the first run and this last run. You can see the difference just all across the board, what the difference is. Look at that. So initially 220 to 239. So it gained 20 horsepower, almost 20 horsepower at 3,800 RPM. Look at the torque in the beginning. This thing's gonna be a totally different animal, guys. Look at that, 314 to 341 foot-pounds of torque at 2,600 RPM, guys. 2,600 RPM, it's gained over almost 25 foot-pounds of torque. You're gonna feel 25 foot-pounds of torque. You're definitely gonna feel 25 foot-pounds of torque. Like, there's no way around it. You're gonna feel that type of increase in power. So I'm gonna leave this thing alone. I'm very, very happy with it. It's making the average numbers that it would make for a basically, you know, a setup like this, a 440 with a set of headers, a little bit of exhaust system. They make about that, you know, 240s to 280s, all depending on what type of setup they have. But this is around that range average, and it's making really, really good torque. Almost, you know, well, we've seen that 351. So 351 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels, guys. That's crazy. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty stoked. It didn't take much to do. A little bit of fueling, a little bit of spark, and bang, 25 foot-pounds of torque, 20 freaking horsepower. How can you go wrong, guys? This is my thumbnail, guys. I'm just being crazy like this. My God, look at that. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's go look at the dyno sheet. All right, guys, let's get the dyno sheet out here. So if you were to come to Gentek Performance for a dyno tune or a dyno pulls, power pulls, this is what you'll essentially get. We do a full printout of your horsepower and torque. So this is the main horsepower and torque. And then I'll also do you a favor and print you out the comparison from beginning to end so you can actually see the change in horsepower and torque that you've gained over tuning and everything of that nature. So you get 2 sheets instead of just the normal one, which is actually pretty nice. So if you guys need any work, any tuning, any dynoing, any automotive work whatsoever, go check out the link in the description below. First link, Gentek Performance in Reading, PA. These guys will hook you the freak up and set your car straight. There's a lot of shops out there mess things up. this shop here ain't gonna mess things up, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing, and also check out Gentek Performance's Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and everything down below. Like I said, first link in the description, go check them out. Other than that, guys, hope you all have a great freaking day, and deuces.